I hope I'm visible enough. Let's see if is that too much light. Yep, way too much. First time using my laptop to go live. I don't really like the light, but one of my kids broke my ring light. I hope you guys are all doing wonderful, my cardinal signs. Get us saged up first. Making a mess. Thank you, Spirit, for overseeing this act of divination for cardinal signs and showing me clearly messages that uplift and enlighten all of my Aries, Cancerians, Libras, and Capricorns for their absolute highest good. Ashe. I thought about you guys. I apologize for the dip out. I did not mean to do that. Some emotionally eruptive occurrences came. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much. And hit me like a freight train. So, but I'm here and I'm back, and I thought about you guys the whole time. So I'm going to start with my moonology deck for everybody. And of course, without fail, we're going to start with Aries. I've got to do something about the lighting. I'm so sorry, guys. Seems so dark in here. Okay, let's get a message for my Aries, beautiful Aries team, my Rams. Is there anything we can do about the light? I need to watch a lighting video. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. So basically I need to replace the ring light. Aries. Aries. Okay. Exalted moon. Self-regulation. So moon in Taurus. Some of you guys could have a Taurus moon. Or you could have Taurus in your beautiful chart there. Then you also have moon mastery, the law of attraction. Great energy, Aries, great energy. I feel like you guys are ready for something. You stay ready. You stay ready. But I know that y'all have had some challenges with Chiron in your sign, the North Node in your sign, and then recently this full moon that we had in your sign. But it looks like things are looking fantastically up for you. Exalted moon. That the moon is most comfortable in Taurus because Taurus is like one of the most stable signs, if not the most stable. And the moon is very unstable, very cyclical, very high and low, if you will. And Taurus gives the moon a sense of balance and stability and comfort. So those could be some keywords that you guys are experiencing. But we'll get into the message. Exalted moon. All right, self-regulation. In the situation you're asking about, your superpower is that you can regulate your emotions. That doesn't mean suppress them. It means that you can feel all your feelings and process them and let them move through you. You can just be. This gives you power. Remember, as within, so without. In other words, when you're filled with tumultuous inner emotions, your external life is likely to reflect that. Sorry, I might have to tap out and check on them. Okay, they're fine. In other words, when you're filled with tumultuous inner emotions, your external life is likely to reflect that. However, pulling this card suggests that no matter what you've been going through, being at peace with your feelings is key to success. Even if your feelings are intense, especially with the sun entering Scorpio, breathe through them so they don't cause outward turbulence. That is your magic. Think of yourself as a sorceress or sorcerer and stay centered now. For best results, bring compassion, empathy, and unconditional love to your current situation. You have all that you need to sort this situation out. In fact, you may even have the upper hand. However, you need to use that to your advantage wisely. You may need to take the emotional lead, be a good example for others. Additional meanings: keep your feet on the ground. Ask what would nourish me in this situation. Emotional honesty is called for. Allow someone else to express their emotions. Slow and steady wins the race. So in astrology, the moon is all about feelings and is said to be exalted or in great shape in the sign of Taurus, as we said earlier. Okay, so then moon mastery, law of attraction. We should be close. Here we go. Whatever you want, you can make it happen. Trust yourself and your power to create. Work your magic. You have mystical powers that you've used in the past and that you can call upon again now. This card calls on you to work with the law of attraction. The more you believe in yourself and your power to create, the more you will see that you are actually already doing that. So do it consciously. The intentions that you set for yourself have untold powers. We humans don't realize how powerful we are until we start to play with our magical energies. Embody your intentions now and work toward them in whatever practical way you can as you move in the direction of your goals. Start by becoming really clear about your desires. Once you have that clarity, write down your wishes at the next new moon. Just doing that will galvanize your intentions and steer your next steps. Visualize your dreams will also help you to achieve whatever you're aiming for right now. Feel your wishes as real and already come true. Feel it in your body. You can create your desired outcome. Additional meanings: you've made magic before and you can make it again. Expecting the best will often attract it. Self-doubt, and you know what, Aries, I feel like you embody that. I swear, over the years, over a decade that I've been reading, you guys seem to continuously land on your feet. It just always happens. But I feel like because you have that winning at all costs attitude, no matter what, you guys know you're going to be good. You make a way for yourselves and your loved ones to be good. And that is why more often than not, I find you guys experiencing your most desired outcome. So self-doubt stops manifestation. Distance yourself from naysayers. Speak your intentions into being. I love that for you. Okay. So self-regulation and the law of attraction. So manifesting whatever you're going to manifest regardless, no matter what, but in this case, it's about controlling it. It's about controlling your emotions, navigating through them, and ultimately focusing on what you want to experience, what you want to grow, what you want to become your reality here. Okay. Okay, so we'll get into some tarot for you. Thank you, Spirit. That was quick, Aries. Okay. Got a couple of 8s here in this message. So someone could be an April 8th, an April 16th, and April 5th. March 28th as well. March 29th as well. Okay. So you have the 8 of Cups reversed. So you could be returning somewhere. Maybe you left for emotional reasons to find emotional fulfillment, some wellness, something that you found would be better for you. But maybe you find yourself revisiting something, coming back to something or someone. The 8 of Swords, there could be some freedom from obsession or overthinking or feeling trapped in a situation. So perhaps whatever it is you're returning to with a clear mind. And you're returning to like as a free person, not like you're not returning to it out of obligation. You're returning to it because you got what you needed elsewhere and you feel like ready to come back to whatever you had to leave. So the 2 of Wands reversed here is about this could have something to do with your past. Obviously, if you left something and are coming back, that already like talks about the past there. But this could be letting go of the past, I find, with this 8 of Swords reversed and this 2 of Wands reversed. This could be like freedom from any limitations that you experienced in the past, okay? Knight of Cups. So whatever it is you're returning to, you're doing it with an open heart, wearing your heart on your sleeve, or perhaps someone offered you something that you couldn't refuse, Aries, like an open heart, an open cup, emotional availability, emotional maturity, romance, you name it. But I do see a lot of positivity tied to this card and the previous 3 cards. I feel like it's safe for you to go back to whatever it is you had to leave behind. Black leather jacket too, because this I'm sensing you either own one, or maybe you're thinking about purchasing one, or maybe someone thinks you would look really good in one, but there's something about a black leather jacket here, Aries. Okay. So Queen of Wands, I love this for you. So this is you just feeling powerful, feeling like yourself again. Some of you guys could have Leo in your chart, or there could be a Leo influencing the situation, but this is just you feeling confident, sexy, hot, like going after what it is that lights you up in this life, or in this phase of your life. But it's a sense of power and mystery. Okay. Which is why like someone could have fallen in love with you, or maybe, and that is like some of the qualities that someone loves about you that makes them want to open their heart to you, Aries, is that you are physically attractive, but you're also very sexy and powerful and mysterious. You may not put everything on the table, and that's what's intriguing about you. You know, there's some mystery to you there. I also feel like, again, as your exalted moon and moon mastery were indicating, is that your ability to manifest is like almost scary. It's like, how do you make things happen for yourself that fast? It needs to be studied is what I'm hearing, but that is what makes you attractive here, okay? Then you also got the Queen of Swords. So you guys could have an air sign influencing your situation, but I feel like you're embodying both of these energies. I feel like this is someone who knows exactly what they want, who won't let anyone or anything stand in their way, who is very sure and confident in themselves. It's really giving feminine energy here. So, you know, whether you're masculine and feminine is irrelevant, but it's really kind of giving a lot of feminine energy. So I feel like this is an empowered female person, you know, or no matter how you slice it. So it doesn't matter if you're trans, it doesn't matter if whatever you identify with, if you feel like more in your feminine energy, this reading is for you. Or you could be like a masculine, and I'm speaking about the person that you're attracted to. These are the things that you're attracted to about this person. And Spirit is saying it's safe to revisit a situation with this person. For those of you that are cross-watching, or for my more masculine Aries who are considering like returning to a person or a situation, it's like we're almost reminding you of why you're doing it, and in letting you know that it is safe for you to do so. But this Queen of Swords is indicating to me that your decisions are very intelligent. They're very quick. You're very sure of yourself. For those of you that are interested in going into business for yourself, I think you should definitely do that now. Just go for it. And I feel like everything, even if you don't have all the answers right now, everything's going to fall into place for you. It's going to fall right into your lap. And it's just like decisiveness with the Queen of Swords. It's like knowing exactly what you want. You can even come up with a plan. You can have AI come up with a plan. You can get an assistant to do it, or you can just jot down some ideas. I feel a strong emphasis on you do not have to have all the answers right now, Aries. They will come as you go here, okay? But I feel like you're embodying both of these queens. You know, this could be you and your partner as well. Like one of you's more fiery and like impulsive, but not in a negative way. It's like you strike while the iron is hot. And then your partner is more like, okay, let's plan this out. You know, let's make sure that this is going to benefit everybody involved. You know, they just might be a little bit more like calculated or like have like a plan or organized here. But still, I do find like a really good team of people, a pair of people that make an extraordinary team. Or both of these energies are you, Aries. So you've thought a lot about something and you're ready to execute it, and you're going to do it with excellence, and you're going to cut away anything like standing in your way or anything that's unnecessary. Okay. So I feel like for those of you that are looking for a yes or no, it's a yes. It's absolutely go for it. And I just heard crush the competition. So I don't see anyone really being a competition to you here, Aries. Okay. So I hope that those messages were helpful. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Cancer. Thank you, Spirit, for that. And if any of you are subscribed, thank you so much. If you're thinking about it, I'd love to have you. Thank you for the likes and the comments. I appreciate you guys immensely. You just have no idea. Okay, let's get a message for Cancer, please. All right. So drawing down the moon, knowledge. You could be working with the color purple this week for the rest of October even, or even into November here, Cancer, okay? Very powerful color for you here. Drawing down the moon, knowledge. I feel like it's intuitive. It's giving a high priestess energy. So some of you guys could have Pisces in your chart, or it's really just the energy of like the unconscious, or being open to spiritual downloads, or messages from your guides, messages from the universe, etc. It's just this sort of it's like this knowledge that doesn't come from like intellect or from studying or from like learning in a classroom. It comes from like, it's like esoteric knowledge. It's the unconventional sort of knowledge. Okay. Drawing down the moon. There are some things we know because we learned them from the old-fashioned traditional way, and there are some things we know because we intuit them instinctively and on an energetic level. Drawing this card suggests that you're wiser than you know, but that to answer your question, you will need sacred knowledge that can't be found in a book or online. You are therefore advised to go within and call the goddess to you. Channel her thoughts and then journal about your experience. If you have a favorite goddess you like to work with, call her in. Alternatively, explore which goddess appeals to you and call her in by asking her to come to you in meditation. Or simply close your eyes and ask, which goddess wants to come to me? However you do this process, ask the goddess to transmit the information you need. Whenever this card appears, it's also a reminder to stay on track with your moon practices, especially you being a Cancerian and ruled by the moon. Frankenfrog! Hi, sweetheart! I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I'm so happy. Set intentions at the new moon and release them to the divine at full moon, okay? So additional meanings, the goddess is within you. Embody your spirituality. You don't yet have all the answers you need. Step into your wisdom. Let the moon be your guide. Okay, beautiful. Which I feel like you guys, I feel like you're right on track since the moon does rule your sign. Okay, Spirit, let's get some messages for Cancer. Okay, so we're starting off with the Page of Wands. This could talk about a child, it could talk about an inner child, or it could talk about you, like something having some delays and getting off the ground, maybe a project or something you want to initiate. Just maybe for whatever reason, it hasn't gotten off the ground, or this could be a child, one of your kids acting bratty. It could even be a younger sibling, just like testing you, working your nerves. This is your opportunity to call in the goddess to like calm you down, Cancer, and ask for guidance. But for others of you that, maybe children aren't a factor, or maybe your children aren't really testing you, whose children don't test them, right? It could have more to do with a project or something that you would like to initiate. Perhaps you just like need to go back to the drawing board and get some more questions answered, or it could have something to do with your belief in yourself, and the confidence to just kind of go after something here. Okay. With the Four of Swords, it could have something to do with your rest and you just needing more rest. Maybe you just don't have the energy to go after something at this time. With this Page of Wands here, the Four of Swords is saying the answer to that is just to get some more rest, or even to meditate here. Some of you guys could have some stomach concerns going on, especially if you have Virgo in your chart. This could be something like maybe removing gluten from your diet, removing dairy from your diet, or maybe you need to see a physician to come up with a plan to help you with that, if that's been an issue for you. Because I am kind of picking up an IBS situation, and perhaps that is a reason why you haven't taken action on something, because you are worried, like, well, what if I have to run to the restroom in the middle of a presentation, a meeting, etc. Like that could be what the delay is. So it could be just like a medical sort of reason here, Cancer. Okay. For others of you, I do maybe see like a child that is climbing on you, yelling at you, possibly throwing temper tantrums, and you're like, I need help. Like, I need help. Like it truly does take a village. So, but with the Chariot here, way to go, way to stand in your own power, step in your own reading. This is you figuring it out. This is you getting control of the situation. And this is also blatantly saying, take care of your vessel, Cancer, take care of your body, by way of acknowledging anything that you're experiencing. If it's a physical pain, if it's a headache, if it's a stomach ache, if you feel more fatigued, that's your body's way of talking to you, and saying, hey, we're not working. We're not working to our highest function, to our highest capacity. We need your attention, But you do end up getting control of the situation. And then for others of you, this could be like a vehicle. Like you're going to be getting a new vehicle, and it's going to accelerate your confidence. You're going to feel like you can move more, or move faster, or move better. You're not going to feel so like, I can't really do this or that because I don't have a fucking car. Like I don't have a vehicle, And then for others of you, that it's speaking of your physical body. This is directly related to you taking care of your physical body, which will help you get control of whatever situation you feel has not gotten off the ground. Judgment reversed. I feel like it's someone outside of you, Cancer, that maybe is judging you prematurely, harshly, incorrectly, maybe even doubting you. Oh, butts. Sorry. Sorry, YouTube. But yeah, that's what I get. Like maybe someone in your environment. And I feel like you'll know who this person is, like intuitively, especially with this drawing down the moon. Or even if your stomach starts to hurt, if you start to get some sort of acid reflux, heartburn, and you haven't had any chili, for example, or you're getting like a migraine when you're around a certain person, I feel like, that is the person that maybe is having some doubts about you, or maybe not believing in you, or maybe like making you doubt yourself here, Cancer. So, be mindful of who is around you and why, because, you're really considering taking off in life. But there are some like lingering doubts, whether they're yours or not is irrelevant, they're there. So just be very mindful of that when it comes to you like charging into the next phase of your life and getting everything in order, getting everything in control. Then you also have the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be an earth sign, in particular a Capricorn, that is in your life. But I do see things sort of getting stable with this Queen of Pentacles energy. You go from like things delays or challenges to you like moving forward. I see you navigating through any obstacles, any setbacks, any naysayers, any doubters and non-believers. I see you navigating through that here, Cancer. Okay. Especially with this Queen of Pentacles energy. you guys are like getting yourselves into an environment or a mindset that is very stable, that is very safe, that is very abundant here. Okay. Some of y'all, especially my feminine cancers, it doesn't always have to be, but I really feel that intuitively here. Somebody could be buying you a gift, like a really big gift, like a fucking automobile. So maybe you asked for it, maybe you didn't, maybe you visualized it, maybe you made a vision board, maybe you just threw it out to the universe. But some of you be on the lookout for someone to either anonymously give you a very generous donation, very generous, like enough to purchase a vehicle, or just outright dropping it off, and maybe leaving it in your driveway if they know where you live, or dropping the keys off at your place of employment or something like that. Of course, that's not going to resonate with everyone, but this has a lot to do with the obstacles that you are overcoming and you not letting anything or anyone stand in your way, especially when it comes to your dreams, your aspirations, Cancer, and what it is you want to go for, which is ultimately like stability, financial stability, yes, but stability in the health sector too, just feeling completely healthy, stable, abundant, prosperous. And some of you may be also extending your family, like growing your family, whether you're having more children, adopting more children, or taking on nieces and nephews, or having a foster child, something like that. But I really get the overall message here is to continue to navigate through any challenges, any obstacles, any doubters, naysayers, and non-believers here, Cancer, because you do have gains, which is your reward for overcoming any perceived setbacks here. Okay. So I hope that was helpful for you, Cancer. And we will move on to Libra. And later today, I will do the fixed signs and I'll do the mutable signs tonight. Then I'll do the same thing tomorrow. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Libra, let's get you a Moonology card. Libra. Moonset, releasing, very powerful. I love this. Since we just had a grand cardinal cross in the sky, we have Mars in Cancer, we have the North Node in Chiron in Aries, but we also had a full moon in Aries. Then the Sun in Libra, Mercury in Libra, and Pluto in Capricorn, okay? Just incredible energy there. A lot of you were navigating through chaos. Depending on what else you have aspect in your chart, I'm sure had determining factors on how those energies are playing out or will play out for you over the next 18 months. But a lot of releasing, I feel like a lot of cardinal signs are being faced with things from the past and giving them an opportunity to release it, forgive it, accept it, whatever that means for everybody. It's an opportunity to grow here. Okay. So Moonset, releasing. Okay. It's time to let go. Whatever you're asking about, offer it up to the divine. Release it. Although you're constantly creating your own reality, there is something about your current situation that suggests what's done is done. You've played your part. Release. When you release an issue to the universe or the divine, you allow space for whatever is for you or for your own highest good to take its course. As much as you might think you know exactly what you want, drawing this card suggests You need to allow the universe to show you your next best steps. Make the word acceptance your keyword for the moment. Dance with what is. Trust that the universe has an amazing plan for you, because it does. Sometimes we need to accept that situations have evolved even when we're not quite ready for them to do so. When this card comes up, there is a sense that the emotional seasons are changing. So move on. Sometimes you just have to let go and let God, Goddess. Clinging on now won't help you. Trust your higher self is taking care. The Goddess is by your side. Tomorrow is another day. Declutter, okay? So just as moonrise is all about when the moon appears above the horizon, moonset is about when the moon disappears below the horizon, concluding her appearance in our skies for another day, okay? Release. And then right away, the Four of Pentacles pops out reversed. So like, there's the confirmation to like, let something go, give it up, release it, especially if it's a financial matter or just someone that you've been holding on to. Look, Eight of Wands, move forward, move on. There are some beautiful things just ahead of you. Some things that you actually want that are worth your while, that are worth your time. The Wheel of Fortune, embrace change is what I really feel with that. So yeah, Four of Pentacles reversed is like, let go, just like moonset, releasing. It could be a person, a place, a mindset, a financial matter, you know, just like feeling in lack, or maybe somebody owes you some money and you are like, you could be like, so the Four of Pentacles is right before the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is when we start to get into lack or a poverty consciousness, or like feeling left out, or feeling like we've been like shortchanged, you know, or shorted in a relationship, etc. So like it's one before that. So I feel like in order to avoid that is to let go, is to release, okay? And to remember that you are abundant. Remember that you are divinity itself. You know, remember that what you focus on grows. So if you're focused on the negative, you know, that things are not going in your favor, then so too will you continue to experience. But the cool thing about the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is that it doesn't stay unpleasant for long. You know, it is a wheel, so it perpetually turns. So I do want to clarify that. Is that possible? Do we have another deck nearby? But the Eight of Wands, is moving forward, is having direction. It's like hitting targets. There's another motorcycle reference here. So it's just, it reminds me of movement forward, movement away from whatever it is you were holding on to, especially if it had something to do with the way someone treated you, the way someone didn't show up for you, you know, whatever the case may be, it's time to let go and move forward, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune, yes, the situation may have been unpleasant. I feel like Spirit is acknowledging that by saying, yeah, I get it. You know, I get that what you're holding on to kind of sucks. But it's time to move, or you are headed into a level of stagnancy. So it has something to do with the past, maybe someone from your past. Maybe you keep thinking about the past. It's just setting you back. It's setting you backwards here is what it's giving with the Two of Wands reversed. It's like you could be moving forward onto bigger and better things, creating space for better opportunities to present themselves into your lives, whether that is financial or, you know, your relationships or whatever that means to you. But continuing to perpetuate, like holding on to something is just, it's just setting you back. It's limiting you. It's keeping you stuck and stagnant here. Okay. So Ace of Pentacles, should you overcome that, you get new opportunities, right? You get new financial opportunities, you know, or new opportunities for relationships, whether they're platonic or romantic, you know, job offer, collaboration offer, brand deal, sponsorship, whatever, you know, whatever that is, but it has a exponential growth potential coming in as an ace. Okay. So somebody could be born on the 1st of the month, the 8th of the month, the 9th of the month as well. Or maybe those are life path numbers for some of you guys. But definitely The wheel is turning is what I really get here. So try to come out of the past and into the present and just allow things to flow here, Libra. Let go of anything you've been holding on to. And I do understand there's a reason you were holding on to it. It felt unfair, unjust, etc. Perhaps you stuck your neck out only to be, have the door slammed in your face, or maybe you don't feel as important as those that you were trying to be there for. It's time to just let that go. Okay, move forward and embrace these changes because you have new opportunities coming into your life. And not only they're not just new opportunities, they're opportunities for you to it'll be like this situation that you're releasing will seem small and insignificant at some point. Okay, it's going to be like, oh, I can't even believe I was worried about that, right? Not that anyone's discrediting what it is you were focusing on. Not that anyone is saying that it wasn't fair or it was right. It's just that it's time for more. It's time for better. It's time to move ahead. Okay. It's time for you to go in grace and, be open to what is new, because new things are trying to come into your life, which is why you're being brought to a place of letting go. It's why you're being asked to let go and just move on. Just drop it, put it down. I wish the 10 of Wands reversed is here, but I kind of feel that energy and just move forward here. Okay. Another reason that that's going to benefit you is because you have the sun here, Libra. You have the sun here, big Leo energy. There could be Leo in your chart. There could be a Leo influencing your situation, but brighter days are ahead of you. You're like riding off into the sunset. All right. With no baggage, right? And if you guys like bags, you can buy new bags. You can totally buy new bags with the new money, the new opportunities, the new networking opportunities that you can come into because you're leaving the past in the past. You're leaving any lack or poverty consciousness in the past, right? And you are embracing these changes, making room for newness, and the universe is giving you that. Like the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun, this is exactly why you should let go. You should move forward. You should just leave it there for what it is and move forward here, Libra. Okay. Like you are literally going directly in the face of everything that you could want here. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. Like I really feel like some of you, and I don't really mind this Wheel of Fortune being reversed because I feel like what goes around comes around. It's like, let the universe handle it, Libra. Let it go. The universe can do way better than you can. Okay. What goes around comes around. So if, you felt however you were feeling, just let nature take its course. Let the energy be sent back to where it came from and receive these gifts is tremendously what I feel. These are really, really, really great messages. I love to see these for you. But the sun is ultimately what you want. It's happiness, it's joy, it's prosperity, it's laughter, it's playing around. It is financial abundance. It's making connections, like new connections with this Ace of Pentacles that that bring you happiness, right? That kind of like give you the same nourishment, encouragement, love, light, and abundance that you give out as well. It's like that reciprocity there, but it's brand new and it's very refreshing here, Libra. Okay. So like embrace change and make room for what's new and don't be afraid to like let go and just move forward. Okay. Everything gets returned to sender, whether it is favorable or unfavorable here. Okay. You guys are going to be getting some gifts, and they come in all forms. I can't even reduce it to one gift. It's so much more than just a job opportunity. It's so much deeper than that. So like, let's say it is a job. It's a job that you're going to absolutely be madly in love with. Like you may get up 2 hours early just to get ready to go to this place because you love being there so much. They're going to pay you what you're worth. You're going to have creative control, just all sorts of things like that. And opportunities to like grow, get promoted, get raises, get bonuses, get gifts, things like that. There's so much more attached to it. It's not just one thing, but it makes you very happy. And everything will be exposed with the sun's energy. Like you will know why everything played out the way it did and why it was important for you to release the energy that had the potential to create stagnancy in your life. But I feel like you don't have it here, Libra. You're not going to allow any stagnancy to be. You're just going to go forward and you're going forward right into new opportunities that bring you a lot of joy and happiness here. Okay. So way to go. Way to knock that out of the park. And we will move on to Capricorn. Wow, as I split the deck, the devil here, cover up these butts. The devil here, Capricorn. There's potential for you to stand in your own power as well. Look, we even have the star. Some of you guys may be doing adult time with someone that you really like, physical grown-up time, if you will, just because of all the nudity. But I don't get any, could be dealing with an Aquarius, have Aquarius in your chart, but I really get like a nourishing sort of energy. It could feel addictive, a connection to a person, but I'm not really getting toxicity off of this. I'm really getting a lot of enlightenment. I'm getting some sort of divinity here, maybe even initiation. Maybe you guys are doing some sort of a spiritual message or a hand fasting for some of you, but a non-traditional sort of wedding, whatever. It's very creative with the star energy here. You could be having even a ceremony where a lot of adults show up to your house and you guys are naked or you're just wearing robes or something like that. It's not weird. Okay. Like no one's going to get sacrificed or anything like that. It's not like that. It's just it could be like a coven situation or a ritualistic situation. Hi, Jess. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. It's really great to be back. I'm always thinking of you guys. I really appreciate that. But I really like that energy for you, Capricorn. I don't get anything sinister off of that whatsoever. I get like a mutual benefit, a mutual respect, and equal give and take. I feel like two people are very intelligent, very powerful, very spiritual. Very like you guys have a lot of esoteric knowledge that you can exchange with each other. So maybe one of you is into quantum physics and the other one is into maybe metaphysics or hypnotherapy, something like that. It's like two different languages coming together to make like a third component. I really get something very powerful happening in your life, especially with Pluto kind of still hanging out there, Capricorn, and with that grand cardinal cross. Okay, so let's get a moonology for Capricorn. That's several, so we'll just try to so you have moon magic transformation. I love that for you, Cappy. I'm sorry, I'm not really good with the directions on the laptop. Transformation, which is a very scorpionic energy. You guys could have Scorpio in your chart or Scorpio in your life, but we're in Scorpio season, pretty much close as possible, maybe like 29 degrees Libra, something like that. But definitely the Scorpio energy. Somebody could be a dog lover. Maybe you own a dog. Maybe you own two large dogs or something about dogs here because there are two Danes in this picture. I believe they're Great Danes in the picture. Snoop Dogg. I know that's random as hell, but somebody could be a really big Snoop Dogg fan. And Snoop Dogg just had a birthday on October 19th. He's also a Libra. So that could be something for some of you guys. Then you also have accept responsibility, the moon's reflection. And then you have Moonlight Serenade, change your tune, Capricorn. So I will get into that because I have not really pulled that card very much, but I feel like transformation and accept responsibility kind of speak for themselves. And then for some of you have stepped into a tremendous position of power, which is only right for you as a Capricorn, right? So accept responsibility into the role that you're stepping in and then change your tune, especially if it is, can I help you? Okay. So, change your tune. Moonlight Serenade. All right. You may need to change your tune. Have you been harping on and on about the same old thing? Is it time for you to change things up? Maybe you've been a little too frantic and it's time to slow things down. Stop and hear the music of the spheres, the planets. Could it be that you need to change your mind? Have a change of heart. Update your opinion. Is it time to choose love over fear? It's so easy to get stuck in particular ways of communicating. Maybe the person you need to get through to now will respond in a way that's more to your liking if you sing a different song. In other words, try a new tactic. Have you been obsessing? If so, stop. And remember, as Dr. Wayne Dyer taught, I love Dr. Wayne Dyer, who was a Taurus. Oh man, I learned so much from his teachings. If you guys want, I highly recommend looking into his work. Like, the man was just, oh my gosh, he was just pure light. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that could be what you guys are experiencing with Pluto in your sign. And that's on a collective level, you know, Pluto being an outer planet. But I feel like that's what Pluto was even doing there, right? So make sure you're not being stubborn, Capricorn. Holding your ground sounds good, but there's nothing wrong with admitting when a new tactic is called for. And one may be well called for now. So look at your question from a new perspective. Don't be afraid to admit if you were wrong. Allow someone else to take the lead. Even if you're a masculine Capricorn, I find that very important to say. I feel like Capricorn energy is so traditional. It's so traditional and sometimes can be very patriarchal, okay? And I feel like that's what Pluto was spent all that time there for, was to break that up, you know, and allow some feminine energy like into that space. And it's like a tower sort of energy that was breaking things down so they could be built up on a more solid foundation that is more inclusive to everyone involved and not being so gender specific, right? Okay. So focus on the good things in life. Relax a little, take it down a notch. So to be in flow with someone, personally or professionally, we need to listen to them and get ourselves in harmony rather than trying to have it all our own way, okay? So very powerful messages there for you, Capricorn, and perhaps that's what the transformation in your life is all about, you know, is that giving and receiving and not being so fixated or stuck on something being a certain way just because, like, oh, well, just because I'm a man, you know, or just because you're a woman, or just because I'm your boss, you know, things like that. Like, we all have a very important and specific part to play for the good of all, okay? Thank you, spirits. Messages for Capricorn. Gotta figure out how to timestamp for later on so everyone can just kind of hop to their sign if they want to. Okay, Cappy, so you have the Emperor, Aries energy, that's already creating a square. But this is, you know, you being in a position of authority, of power. This could also be describing a father figure, a masculine energy, or someone's boss or CEO or president or something like that. But it really is embodying a position of power and control, okay? Which is, I feel like, where you're really comfortable there, Cappy, okay? But some of you guys could be upgrading, you know, or, you know, getting that promotion or getting, becoming in even more of a position of power, which is why this accept responsibility is here, in addition to, you know, like giving and receiving. And it's okay if you were like incorrect about something and being open to listen and things like that. But it's really like accept responsibility is like you are taking on a more powerful leadership role here. So there's that responsibility as well. 8 of Wands as you moving forward. Some of you guys could be traveling for whatever reason, for work, maybe taking flights. Maybe you guys travel internationally, as an Emperor would absolutely do, you know, some sort of global travel. Or maybe you guys are just like moving. Your position is calling on you to move to another state, another country, etc. But this is going to help you like soar and take off in life. Okay, so with great power comes great responsibility is what I really feel off of these two cards. The number 8 has been in everybody's reading, I feel, from Aries, Cancer, and Libra. Everybody had the number 8 in there. So that is a number of prosperity. So I see pay increases or other financial opportunities presenting themselves because you're in the right place at the right time here, Capricorn. You have the Chariot, another square here, okay? Well, this is actually an opposition because Cancer is opposite of you, but this is you taking off. This is you soaring. Definitely a lot of travel in your future. Somebody, the motorcycle. I'm personally going to look up the spiritual meaning to the motorcycle. because I feel like it has its own meaning because it just keeps showing up for cardinal signs. But I feel like the cardinal signs collectively are moving forward, accepting responsibility, leaving things where they are if they're not growing or serving, and embracing what's new, even if you don't know what that means, even if you don't have like a layout of what that means to you, you're still like moving forward here with bravery, with control. The Emperor and the Chariot are both powerful cards that really speak on control, okay, and direction. So we also have the Devil. So again, you showed up in your own reading again. Okay, so again, like Capricorn, this is extremely powerful time for you. I'm hearing really listen to your employees or your coworkers or your spouses or your partners, your friends, your family, your kids. Like really listen to them because you are coming through as an emperor right now, and you are you're very powerful. So some of you are a president of your own company, a CEO, something like that, or you're getting promoted a step up. So you're really going to need to, it's great to put on that suit and be powerful and have everybody terrified of you when you enter the building, which doesn't happen very often because the boss doesn't have to be there. That's why you have management to do that shit for you, right? But also there's a level of compassion that needs to be had in order to make you a great leader, which would require some level of empathy and understanding and really kind of caring, about what everybody else in your empire is experiencing or going through so that your operation, your empire can function to its highest capacity here, Capricorn, okay? There could also be, I do see some of you guys dabbling. Some of you guys are doing, some of you guys do witchcraft. I don't even know how else to say that. And not in a bad way. You're doing it for your gains. I don't see anybody getting harmed, okay? I see somebody deliberately like bending energy, maybe doing some spell work or paying a practitioner, but it's so that you could be in more of a position of power. It doesn't look like you're squashing anybody to get ahead or stepping on someone or someone has to lose their life in order for you to prosper. It's not like that. It's just like, listen, I'm ready to be president. I'm ready to be CEO. I'm ready to be the leader that I was born to be. So can you mix these salts or whatever and bury them in my yard so I could get promoted? It's something like that. Or like I said in the beginning, you guys could be having some sort of private party in your home or wherever, where everybody is kind of like, like eighth house energy, like a cult sort of energy. It could be a ritual like that, or you could be getting initiated into ritualistically in some way here, Capricorn. Some of you guys may be in the entertainment industry. And somebody could be using like spell work over your music. I know, I get it. But like I said, I don't really see like harm here. However, there are others of you Capricorns that someone may be using some work on you that you don't know about. That's only going to be for some of you, of course, but with the Devil and the High Priestess reversed, I think you'll see it for what it is. For those of you that does apply to, and for others of you, there could have been someone around that was using some sort of spell work to keep control over you. It could have been magic. Hopefully I said that in a way that it's okay. Maybe some sort of ritualistic thing using that word in order to keep control over you, Capricorn. That could be a thing here too with the High Priestess reversed and the Devil. The Ten of Pentacles is also here, reversed here. So there could be now we're getting a little slightly sinister here. You could be married to someone, right? And somebody feels like entitled to your attention, your time, your energy in all forms. And they don't really care if you're married, or maybe some of you guys, maybe you had an affair or something like that. And the person with whom you're having an affair is addicted to you and they're obsessed with you. And they don't think that they can let you go back to your family. Like they are practicing on you and they want you to leave your wife, your family, your husband, whomever, however it applies. But that is what I get. There's a lot of power here. You have 3 cardinal signs. You have Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn here, and the High Priestess, which is Pisces. And then the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So it's like you're working with the North and South Node, you're working with the recent full moon, you're working with Mars, and you're working with Pluto. So this could be volatile. It could be destructive if someone isn't careful And then for others of you, it's not that. For some of you, you may be sacrificing a family to get more gains. I know that don't sound right to some people, but it could be like that. Like it could come at the expense. It's not like, when I say sacrifice, I mean, it could be like sacrificing time. Like you're spending a lot less time with your family because you are now in this position of authority and leadership. And it's not just now you're the manager of a company. It's so much bigger than that. It's like you are the regional manager, or you are, like I said, a CEO, a president, a vice president, whatever. It's something that is extreme responsibility and power attached to it, which means that you're spending far less time with your family. That's what I mean by sacrifice. Or because you're having to travel so much, you don't get to see your family as often here, okay? But for others of you, there is someone lingering about in your energy, Cappy, that there is an obsession here, and there is a win at all costs sort of energy for your time and your attention here. So just be careful and, make sure everybody's around you for the right reasons, and you trust what is on the menu, the things that you're eating, the things that you're drinking, especially if you're going to a ball, an event, or a party where it's invitation only, and it is more of like a ritualistic sort of performance there. Just make sure that, them NDAs have been signed, honey. Okay. And everybody is on the same page, and, it isn't going to come at a price that you didn't bargain for there, Capricorn. Okay. But a lot of power in this situation, a lot of travel, because I was thinking global when I said travel, new vehicles for you too, or even upgrades to your physical body as well. But definitely it could come at a price of your families, and not being able to spend as much time with them, or there's someone in your energy that feels like they're more entitled to your time than your family is. Okay. So those are your messages, and I hope they were helpful, Capricorn. I feel like that was pretty good for all of you for the most part. And I just want to thank all of you guys for being here. I want to say, let's get you guys for all of you collectively from the Spirit Oracle deck. All right, my Cardinal babies. So you have karma. What goes around comes around, as we all know, right? Someone from the past reemerges in your life. This gives you the opportunity to handle things differently than you did before. Stand firmly in your power, yet stand also in the light of love. The universe is presenting you with a fresh opportunity to clear away any lingering karma linked to this relationship. Very powerful. I really feel like that goes with Aries and Libra a lot, because we were dealing with like past energies and like letting go of certain things and embracing what's new, but it can apply to all four. Then you also have tranquility. Trust. All will turn out well. Everything will fall into place. Peace of mind and tranquility are soon restored. I love this for you guys. And you got passion. Everybody, all of these cards are naked, by the way. Like everybody is out and proud. So I feel like be proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are, what you look like, what you've accomplished, what you've overcome, and you look great how you are. If you want to work on it, by all means, that's how you change your situation. But it's an energy of loving and accepting yourself just like you are. So love, sexual energy, passions aroused, vital life force, kundalini, the sun, giver of life, strength, a gift, a new infusion of energy, something beyond your control, surrender. Okay, I feel like that really goes with Cancer and Capricorn, although it could apply to all four. And then positive outcome, more nudity. So I feel like this positive outcome can apply to everyone. So there is hope. Don't give up now. Have faith, trust. The forces of love are at work behind the scenes. Expect a joyous and positive outcome. Okay. Thank you all so much for your presence and energy. I appreciate you all so very much. I'll be on later today 2 more times. Thank you, Frank and Frog and Jess, for tapping in. I love you all so much. I send you guys so much love, so much light, infinite abundance. And until next time, my sweet, sweet, sweet collective, take care.